Hello and welcome to this section. In this section, we are going to be working on JavaScript strings. What are JavaScript strings? Strings are a sequence of characters enclosed in a quote. So you can have a single quote or you can have a double quote. Also, JavaScript strings are for storing and manipulating text. For storing and manipulating text, so JavaScript string is 0 or more character written inside quotes. Alright, now let's move on to what we have for the course of this session. So let's come down here, create a file. So we have strings.js. So that's a file for just the strings. So come down to the index.html and we'll link that file to this. So here we'll take away the so we have string.js. Alright, now let's move on to what we have. Then let's go to strings. Okay, we're fine here. Now firstly, we're going to declare a variable. So we say let text, we assign the value hello David. So put a semicolon at the end of the expression. So here we have console.log. Then we send in the identifier variable right in there. Okay, so we have hello David. Now if you look down here, we have this as a string. Okay, so we have the single quote enclosed, we have the opening single quote, and we have the closing single that's kind of confusing. Alright, let's go back to what we have. So we have the opening single double quote, and we have the closing double quote. So this is how you can actually declare and use the string. So I can say let's declare using the single quote. So have text 1, we have a single quote, and let's say we have John Depp. Okay, put a semicolon at the end. Alright, so we're still going to use, control paste, just put this right here. So still gives us the same value. So we have the value Johnny Depp on our console. If you look it down here, we have hello David on our console also. So the bottom line is that the first one has the string, the opening quote as the double quote, then the second one has the closing. The first one has it as a double quote, the second one has it as a single quote. So you can always choose to use the double quote or a single quote. It's not as if there's a particular program, there's a particular way you should choose to use each of these. So no, you can use them the way you like. Also, another thing you need to know is that, so let's say we have this. So let's say answer 1. So we have here let's put a single quote. He is called David. Now in this particular expression here, I want to put a quote around David. Okay, put a semicolon at the end. Now what do we have here? So we have the single quote, and we have the opening expression. The opening text has a single quote, then we have a closing single quote. We have at the closing we still have a single quote. Now if you look here inside this expression, we have a quote, we have a double quote here, and we have a double quote closing here. So what is this actually saying? So you can use quote inside the string as long as they don't match the quotes surrounding the string. So you can use a quote, you can use a quote inside of string as far as they don't match the ones surrounding. So if I say down here, if I come down here and put a single quote, you see it will give us an error. Okay, but let's see if that will actually give us this. So we have answer 1. Okay, so we see what we have here. We have he is called David. So what do we have here? See, David is enclosed in a double quote. So that's what we're doing in this section. I'm just showing you how to manipulate using a string, and we can still also do something really quick, how to use the escape character. So in case you still have a single quote, so let's put down here, let's put a single quote here, in case you still want to use a single quote, we can definitely bypass this using the escape character. Okay, we can definitely bypass this. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the escape character. So we have the escape character here, and at the end of this we put in another one. So with this, it enables us to still use that particular quote, but the thing is that you have to use this escape character. Is very important when using the single quote in all, that's in the expression. You're using a single quote everywhere in the expression. So in case you still want to use a single quote, just use the escape character at the front of that particular word that you are still using that single quote on. But if you don't want to do this, just stick to the policy that we had, the policy we had initially, which says that you can use the quote inside of a string as long as they don't match the quote surrounding it. So you can use a quote as far as they don't match the one surrounding it. So what we have here, you can still use this quote if it's a double quote. So the surrounding quote here is a single quote, and inside this should be a double quote. So you can have a single quote here and still have a single quote, or if you want to use that, you use the escape character to bypass it. Alright, so that's it we have for that. So let's move on to what we use, what we call the string, the string length. Okay, so we use that to find the length of a string. Okay, so let's move on. Let's say we have okay, let's check that on text. So we have console.log. So we have text dot length. Okay, so that will give us, look at here, that will give us 11. So this helps us to find the length of the string. Alright, let's move on to some string methods that we have before we say goodbye for this section. So I'm just going to use string methods. Okay, alright, so what do we use the string method to achieve? String methods helps you to work with strings, just as simple as that. It helps you to work with the string. Okay, we're just gonna look at a few. Now let's move on to the slice, the string slice. The string slice extracts a part of a string and returns the extracted part in a new string. That's what it does. It extracts a part of a string and it extracts the it extract the part in a new string, extract a part of a string and returns the extracted part in a new string. All right, that's what it's all about. So let's say we have let's string, we have that equated to this. So let's say we have what do we, okay, so we have so fruits, we have banana. Well, let's just use apples. What's going on with my keys? Apples, we have that comma, we have banana, and also we have so we have rice. Let's just kiwi. All right, let's move on with a semicolon at the end. So here we have console.log, console.log. So we're going to use a string, which is the variable slice. Oh, sorry, I mean slice. Okay, now two parameters are going to be passed in here. Okay, now the first one, we take in the position, that's the position of the first one, the first character. Okay, so let's say we have 7, okay, comma, we have 13. Okay, oh sorry, let's use 14. All right, now if you look down here, okay, you have 7 is the start position, okay, and the end position. Now we have 7. Now the what we have here is the start position of what you want to slice out. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want to start the slicing from here. Okay, then the second slicing we start from, so this 7, we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it will start here. So what it's going to do, is going to take off what we have inside that particular slice. Oh, let's try to remove the space here. Okay, I think that space. All right, don't worry, let's move on from that. So that's what the slice helps us to achieve. Okay, so it returns the extracted part, that's the sliced part. So banana here is the sliced part. Okay, so that's what we use the string, that's the slice method, to achieve. Now let's move on to what we have, the second method we have to do. So we have the replace string content. Okay, let's kind of comment on this. We have the slice method. Okay, so let's move on to replace string method. All right, let's take away that capital letter. This is a lowercase. All right, so here we have let's text is I think we've declared using text before. We're using a let. Okay, oh sorry, we've declared that before. So let's say replay. Okay, all right, so we don't need to complete that. Now we're gonna use place visit Microsoft International. Okay, just added, that's kind of something to add to the expression. we actually we don't need that international. Let's take it off. Let's say please visit Microsoft. Okay, we're gonna change this. We're gonna replace this with something else. So we're gonna use let's say new text. Okay, equal. So we're gonna use replay. Okay, dot replace. So we're gonna use the replace. Oh, not repeat, I mean replace. All right, so what are we replacing exactly? We're gonna be replacing Microsoft. Oh, what's going on with my keyword? Microsoft, we're gonna replace it to Google. Okay, put a semicolon at the end of the expression. It's very important. So okay, so we have console.log. Now we have new text. All right, so what do we have here? So we have please visit Google. Okay, initially we had please visit Microsoft as the initial expression, but using the replace method, it goes there and replace Microsoft to Google. Okay, so very importantly, the replace method does not change the string. It is called on. Okay, the replace method returns a new string. Okay, the replace method replaces only the first match. Okay, it's very important. Okay, it does not change the string. It is called on. No, it doesn't change the string. It doesn't change the string. No, it returns a new string, which we have seen here. The new string is please visit the Google, and also replace only the first match. So it replaces the first match. So the match here is Microsoft, so it goes there and replace it with Google. Okay, so that's it about the replace keyword method. So nextly, let's move on to this course is going to be lengthy, but we are going to be learning a lot of stuff. So we are going to be converting to uppercase and lowercase. All right, that's lowercase. All right, so firstly, what are we gonna be doing? So let's say we have let txt, okay, 1. So we have hello world. Put a semicolon there. Now we have console.log. We have txt1 dot uppercase up to uppercase. All right, so put a invoking sign there. All right, so what we have here is we have it as a capitalized initially. Now this method is used to convert whatever you have inside the string to a capital letter character, and then to convert it to an uppercase, so it's a capital word. Okay, all right, so that's just what it used to do, convert it to an uppercase. All right, and convert the what you have inside the expression to an uppercase. So it's just as simple as that. Okay, so we can also do something with that. Okay, so we can use lowercase. Let's take away the all right, so we use to lowercase. All right, so this we take it to the lowercase words. So we have it as small letters, so that's just the lowercase. We have the two uppercase to capitalize, that's to give it a capital word. Now the lowercase, we give it a small letters. And lastly, what are we going to be doing? Lastly, concatenate, how to concatenate string. So JavaScript string concat. So what do we do with that? You join two or more strings together. Alright, so we have here string concat. Okay, alright, so firstly, so we declare a variable. Okay, I've used let's see, con1 equals to declare hello good morning. Doing this course in the morning. Yep. Hello good morning, put a semicolon at the end. Then we have con2 how are you today. Alright, just put a semicolon at the end. Now we're gonna say console.log. We're gonna be using the concat. So we have concat. Oh no, firstly we're gonna declare, we have variable con1 dot concat. We're gonna use the concat. Then we have put in the variable you want to concat. So we have concat2. Alright, okay, so there's something not right. So hello good morning, how are you? So there's something is too close by. So what are we going to do to solve that? Just put a string, okay, and then put a comma by the side. Alright, so we have a hello good morning. Alright, how are you? We cannot actually use a comma. You can put a comma there. Okay, alright, so let's put a comma. Alright, so hello good morning, how are you? Don't know the expression. Let's put you. I think we omitted you. Okay. Yeah, so hello good morning, how are you today? Okay, so we see that we use the concat method to join two strings together. Alright, so that's just all we need to do and all we need to know in the course of the string and manipulating strings and text and everything you need to know about that. So I'm sure we actually have did justice to this, teaching you on strings and the methods that we can use to apply on a string. Alright, thank you for this section, and we'll see you in our next section.